Yep.
That's where I do my speech. Speaker and the Senate President sit back there. And lots of people sit up there. Only a few from up there today. When we give those speeches, there are lots of people here. So I am glad to have you here today. These faces are much friendlier to me than the ones that usually sit there. The ones that usually sit there are a little tougher. And you all clapped when I came in, and sometimes some of them don't. So that's good. Glad to have you here. My job is to be the leader of the state. That's my job. My job is to try to make sure that we do everything that we need to do in the state to make your lives as pleasant as they can be. Try to help your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles to make sure that they have an opportunity to do all the things in the state that they want to do. And try to make sure that the schools are built the right way so that you all can learn the things that you need to learn. And try to make sure, keep the light in the front of the gun. Try to make sure also that the state remains someplace that when you grow up and you get old, that you're going to want to live here too. And so that's my job. That's the job of being governor. Lots of other little things that I do, but those are the big things. Big things to try to make sure everything stays on course. And we're glad to have all of you here today so that you can see what your moms and dads do every day as well. Because I know that they spend a lot of time here helping me do that job. That means they maybe spend less time seeing all of you. So it's good that all of you can come here today and see what it is they're up to and how hard they work all the time and what kind of work they get to do. So I'm going to give any speech today. That's it. That's what you're getting. The rest of it's going to be up to you. You all have to ask me questions.
My name is Kathy, and what is your favorite part of being governor and your least favorite part of being governor?
Let's see. My favorite part of being governor is that every day I get a chance to do something great. Now, I don't do something great every day because I'm human. You know, we all always have great days, but it's a wonderful job to have. Every day, your job gives you a chance to do something great. So that's my favorite part of being governor. My least favorite part of being governor is having to see things about you in the newspaper that you know aren't true, and there's nothing you can do about it. So what you have to learn is just to ignore it and forget it. Like you look in the mirror and you know who you are. That's the same thing I have to do every morning. I have to look in the mirror and know who I am, and then not worry about other stuff. But I still don't like it so much right now.
Do you get any cool perks after your job, like you get the federal front line or something?
Perks for the job. Now we'll get down to it. Well, I get Orville over here. Orville's a perk of the job. Orville's one of the guys in the state police. Orville's here. Let's see, Al's back there. Eric over here. So those guys, they take care of me all the time. They drive. I don't drive myself anymore. They drive me everywhere. Where I go, they drive me. Whether it's coming to work or whether it's going to the dry cleaners on Saturday, they take care of me. So that's one of the perks of the job. But I'll tell you the two best perks of the job. First is that the governor has a beach house. So that's a really good perk of the job. That at Island Beach State Park, they have a beach house for the governor and his family. We get to go there when we want for the summer. Second is something that I experienced again on Tuesday when I went to New York City. You drive to New York City and you're the governor. They close the Lincoln Tunnel for you. And they make all the other cars wait when you get to go through. And I was with the First Lady on Tuesday night going into New York. They stopped all the traffic and we went into the Lincoln Tunnel. And she turned to me and said, "This never gets old."
You could change one thing about New Jersey, what would it be?
The legislature. If I could change one thing about New Jersey, I would want to make it more affordable to live here. Since your parents have more of their own money, they have to pay so much in taxes. If I could change one thing, that's what I would do, except for the legislature. And maybe if I change the legislature, it would change everything that's in the
My name is Ashley, and what's the hardest thing that you have to do as governor?
Say no. You know, when you're in politics, everybody likes to say yes. saying no is the hardest thing you have to do. Because when you say no, you know that you're going to disappoint some people. But if you say no because you think it's what's best for most of the people, then that's what you have to do. But that's the hardest thing to say no.
My name is Owen, and how do you think your kids feel about you being governor?
Oh, how do my kids feel about being governor? Well, this is going to be my favorite part of the program. Because I have two of my kids sitting right up here in the front row. I have Patrick and Bridget. So maybe I should make them answer that question about how they feel about me being governor. Bridget, how do you feel about me being governor?
Well, it's pretty cool.
Patrick? There you go. As you can see, they're overwhelmed with enthusiasm. They can't contain themselves, but I think they like it. I think they like it. I think if they were telling me the whole truth, that they would say that part of the thing that's bad is they don't see me as much as they used to, because I work a lot. But I think for the most part, they're doing okay. I think most of them are okay.
When you go out dressing casual, does anybody recognize you?
Yes, they do. Even when I am dressing casual, they recognize me. It doesn't matter where I go now, people recognize me. It's really kind of strange. You know, like I'll go driving on the turnpike, and I'll stop at a rest stop, and you should see the commotion that causes. Because my picture is at the front door when I walk in the rest stop. So I'm walking in, people are looking at the picture, looking at me, and looking at the picture. Man, it is it. So even when I'm dressed casual, yeah. And sometimes I try to dress so that people maybe don't recognize me as easily. It's like hot, sweatpants on, and a t-shirt, and a baseball